What's up, everybody? Welcome back to All Things Nerdy with Nate and Joe. I'm Nate. That's Joe. And every time. And tonight, we're going to do our traditional monthly, not monthly anime panel podcast. And hopefully Eli can join, but he is out of the country and on vacation and said he'll join if he can join. So maybe he will be able to jump in. But we have, as always, a fan favorite guest, Keith Treadwell.
Thanks. Framing my name out there somewhere. And I appreciate it. Thank you.
They get tired of seeing just our faces on here, so they're like, yeah, Keaton's face is way better.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I know my hair is, but maybe not my face.
Whoa, I don't know. But on a real note, I'm excited to do this. I've watched a lot of anime recently. We've had some new seasons of some of my old favorite stuff drop, a couple episodes here and there. A lot of new things have come out recently that are supposed to be pretty good. This is a hype year with a lot of things coming out that I know we're stoked about. So I'm excited to kind of jump into it, see what we got, see where everybody's head's at, what we're looking forward to, what we're watching currently, and all that stuff. So, I mean, let's kick it off. Let's just jump straight into it. Keaton, guest of honor.
Yeah.
Well, no, Joe, you got to hit him with the line. I kind of just took it, but Joe.
Yeah, you almost I know.
I'm rusty. I'm rusty. I'm
come
sorry.
On, bro. We do this every time.
I'm rusty.
But definitely excited. I know we're supposed to do this monthly, but as Keaton pointed out, it's been 4 months. So we'll have to get better at doing that. And I always come away from these episodes with a list of anime that I can watch before the next one. So I expect the same thing this time. But without further ado, let's talk nerdy.
Let's do it.
And the crowd goes wild. No, I'm just kidding.
Keaton, kick us off, man. What are you watching? What are you excited about?
So right now I'm watching. So I think last time we did this podcast, I wasn't on a anime I was watching more live action TV. I wouldn't say I was worn out with anime, but I was just I feel like I go through spurts, and it's definitely probably 80% anime, 20% live action, unless something good comes out. But I'm back on my anime kick for sure. And so right now, well, since we've last done it, I've watched Charlotte, which was recommended to me via an argument on TikTok about a guy who said Hunter x Hunter is the best anime of all time, and that Chimera Ant arc is the best arc of all time.
And you still watch Charlotte?
Yeah. I did. It was actually really good. It was only 24 episodes or 12 episodes. I can't remember. It was short. It was actually a good show.
Is it about a spider?
Yeah, but it's small. Nah, it's good. We won't go too deep into that. We'll talk more about, I guess, what I'm watching right now. I watched other things like Delicious in Dungeon, not Dungeons and Dragons. Delicious in Dungeon was actually really good. I was kind of worried at first from a sense of I thought it was going to be a Monster of the Week type show, which I don't love too much, but it wasn't. And you got attached to the characters a lot. And it was a Free-Earn type show. Now it's not on the same level of Free-Earn, but I could understand just the attachment that you get with the characters. And they were doing a ton of cooking at first, which I didn't mind, but I was also kind of worried that it was just going to be talking about half the episode was cooking.
Yeah.
It was really good, and I enjoyed it. Right now, I'm watching Dr. Stone's final season is releasing every week. Along with Dan to Dan is releasing every week. Along with Kaiju number 8 is releasing every week. I wrote down my list. To Be Hero X is releasing every single week. I'm watching that too. And then I am watching Haikyuu. Haikyuu is my consistent show right now that I'm watching. Along with One Piece. I'm actually getting a little bit back into that on a consistent part because I always have a subbed anime and a dubbed anime. So when I'm doing dishes or doing chores, I can watch my dub, but when I go to bed or I sit down, I watch my subbed. And so right now my subbed anime on a consistent basis is Haikyuu, which I've really enjoyed. I'm not even through the first season, but I have really enjoyed it, and I'll tell you why once we get into a later conversation. One Piece actually pretty decent. Like I've actually gotten into it. It's always a show that I put on as I'm like doing computer work or something, and it had piqued my interest. And I think I'm a little bit more mature. The older I get, the more I enjoyed it. And I know I'm rambling at this point, but it's been a long time since we watched stuff. But the last part of it too is I think I went into One Piece with this is going to be a shonen, like a super shonen, like, Naruto, Demon Slayer type of show. And even though it has fighting, it's more based on the world building and the adventure that they go on together and the camaraderie that they join as pirates. And so I think I'm also accepting that for what it is more than me going into it like it was a pure like Dragon Ball Z type of anime. So, and the animation's getting a lot better because I'm 400 episodes in. So, yeah, sorry, that was long.
It's like, yeah, the animation finally gets better after 400 episodes.
Well,
you're not selling it, man.
That's the part where, I mean, don't get me wrong, the animation's not like incredible. It's not a Demon Slayer, but I'm in 2015, which if you can think back, the first season of Attack on Titan was 2013. So we're getting in, the anime looks fine. Like some of the fights you can tell are like still not, don't have a ton of budget. And I mean, you can't do a ton of budget with 1,000+ episodes, but yeah, it's kind of hard to get through at the beginning, in my opinion.
Have you seen, I saw it on Instagram that they're releasing like an abridged version of One Piece. They're condensing all of the seasons. It's not going to be one pace. This is going to be an official kind of thing. And one of the seasons has like 136 episodes. They have it down to 31 episodes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean,
get more people into it.
I'm obviously 400 episodes in, so I'm going to embrace it and probably continue to watch it at my own pace. I mean, I started it when we lived in New Orleans, Nate, so it's been 8 years since I've started it, which is crazy to think it's been 8 years since we've lived in New Orleans, 6 years since I've lived in New Orleans. But
so anyone watching, if you want like a one that you can watch for years and years and years, just watch One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a while, but yeah, we'll keep going. I tried to watch Apothecary Diaries. I couldn't get into it too much, but
it's supposed to be really good.
I know. I think
I've heard good things.
I think I went into it with a different kind of like. I think I go into it thinking it's going to be something to a degree, and it's not. Like it's not. I don't know how to explain it. I only watched 5 episodes. I will go circle back and try it again, but it happened like this. All happens at times that. Like I do this all the time. Like I'll start that show, but then something else is coming out, like like a Kaiju number 8. I'm like, well, I'm gonna watch that. So, anyways, on with it.
Well, Joe, what are you watching right now? What are you excited about?
Well, my list is going to be a good bit shorter. Haven't been able to watch a lot recently, but a couple that I guess one that I really finished, other than Delicious and Dungeon, that one was awesome. Steins Gate, which I know we talked a little bit about it before. Like it's the first like 4 or 5 episodes. I was like, what am I watching? Like this is like super goofy. Like this is not what people explained as like one of the top anime of all time. I was like, but then it did a 180 like quick. Like all of a sudden it was deep. Like I felt for like the different characters. It literally like 180 on me, and I was like, I had to watch the next episode kind of thing. Like I was like, all right, gotta see what happens next. And like, so it took me longer to get through the first 5 episodes than the last like 20. So, so I would definitely recommend that one. I started watching as like a just kind of throw it on and like watch an episode here and there when I'm don't have a lot of time. Something called a Gretzky. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's kind of like I don't know, a slice of life type anime where it's like this chick works in an office and she also sings like metalcore to like feel better about her life and stuff. So it's
What's
just
it called?
A Gretzky. Yeah, it's kind of like anime meets The Office in a way. It's kind of like a silly show that doesn't necessarily have a lot of plot to it or whatever, but it's something you just kind of throw on and watch an episode of. One that I was super excited about because the trailer or whatever looked really good was Blue Eye Samurai. But I searched it on my TV and clicked play, and wasn't paying attention. It played the last episode. So that kind of
Oh my gosh.
I watched the last episode, and then like I tried to go back and watch the first episode, but I just couldn't. I was like, well, I ruined it. Maybe I'll go back and rewatch it in like a few months or whatever. But like I was just like annoyed. But that last episode, I will tell you, tier A anime. Like it was really good.
It's good. But you can't watch the last episode in that show and not be spoiled.
Yeah, like it was. Yeah. And then one that I just started watching, someone recommended it, and I didn't realize that it was going to be like I have to wait every week for it. So like threw it on and clicked play. I may say it wrong, Cleavitus, something like that.
I saw something about that today, actually.
Dude, like it's worth watching week to week. I will say that. Like the first episode, like when I realized there was not a third episode, I was upset. Like I was like, "What? This is it? I have to wait now." So I'll definitely recommend adding that to the list. I didn't realize Kaiju number 8 had come out. It started coming out, so I'm going to start watching that as well. It's a pretty good one. And I guess for future stuff that's coming out this year that I'm excited to see would be, of course, the Demon Slayer movie coming out, and then I am excited to see the continuation of Black Clover. But I think maybe that's 2026. But I know they just recently announced that they're coming out with it. I know Nate loves Black Clover, so I guess that's a good segue. Nate, what are you watching?
Hey, real quick. Sorry to ruin your perfect segue. Joe, are you watching Dan to Dan this season?
I haven't. I didn't even watch the last episode of the last season. I need to go back and watch that and catch back. Is it worth it? Like,
I definitely want to talk about it. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be spoilers, Joe, but I don't feel like the show is one of those things that like it's not like we're going to say anything crazy where it's going to ruin the show. It's just
the show has no real plot, so there's no plot to ruin.
Pretty much. So we ready to jump into where I'm at?
Yeah, sorry, Nate.
Yep. Yeah,
you're good.
He ruined it, but it's still there. It's fine. Just pick it back up.
Yeah, so I am almost done with Black Clover. I'm just a few episodes away from being finished. I will say that getting to watch the Yami Asta Dante fight or whatever, that was a fun, great fight. That was really cool. Like it gets you all like in your feels and stuff when Yami's like, "Yo, I need help." And Asta like shows up, like gets up. He's like, "Come on, body, we got to do this." And then they just go ham, throws in the sword, all the stuff. You're like, "Damn, let's go!" So that was good. But overall, Black Clover is just so long, and it's fairly repetitive. It's a lot of the same shit over and over and over again. And I'm ready for it to be over. It's very yelly. I'm excited to go to something else. It was good. It is worth watching. It's fun. I've enjoyed a lot of it. I haven't enjoyed all of it. I'd be lying if I said I did. But it has been a fun watch. But it has also taken me months and months and months to get through it. And it usually, if I enjoy something, it usually does not take me this long to get through it. So
yeah, I think you finished Naruto faster than that, and you were traveling the world. So
yeah. That tells you anything. I mean, there was times where I'd stay up till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning watching Naruto because I didn't want to go to bed. And there's literally times where like I wake up the next morning and realize I missed 2 or 3 episodes of Black Clover, and I'm thankful that I'm closer to the end.
Dang.
No, I remember me when I came down to visit Nate. We put on Black Clover. We both fell asleep on the couch.
100%. And I did not rewind. I was like, nah, we're closer to the end now.
Well, Nate, Joe, I'm jealous of you because when I went and visited Nate like a month ago, we watched this show called Sneaky Link. So that's Black Clover is a lot better than. Yeah.
That's not true. You love Sneaky Link.
I did.
You're not here. Let Carly hear you say that.
It was pretty awful. And maybe like you just want to punch every single dude on that show.
I'm gonna text Carly and tell her you're bad mouthing Sneaky Link right now.
I'll do it every day of the week.
That sounds so awful. I would definitely rather watch Black Clover.
Agreed.
So Black Clover is definitely better than Sneak Link. I don't know why we got into that. I think Steph just randomly turned it on. And next thing I knew, it was like all of our guilty like pleasure TV show.
And Black Clover made it to the
There you go.
list of on the arm. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I will say like they're getting to the point now where they're like, oh, I need this one thing. I have this one thing, you know, and like the vice captain of the Black Bulls and stuff randomly showing up, being able to be like, oh, I can take you where you need to be and show you what you need to do and all that. I'm just like, what are the odds? One dude who's never been talked about, never been shown, never been discussed, never been anything pops up. Feels a lot like Kilo's dream sister or wish sister.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty crazy, but we don't have to get back into Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. But so there's that. Almost done with that, and then Kaiju number 8 on a weekly basis, or whenever it comes out. Only the first episode, which spoiler alert in a big way right now. If you have not watched Kaiju number 8, the first episode, I was just so disappointed in it.
I'm gonna wait till there's 2 now. So
yeah, but you don't have to. You can go watch it. It just felt like a filler. It felt like a filler to me, and it's weird being the first episode of a new season to be a filler. You know, like it was weird because I was expecting something like crazy to follow up the end of last season, you know, and it just wasn't. And I was just like, what is this? But then Dan to Dan has fallen off so much, in my opinion. Like I loved a lot of season 1, and then it just kind of went off the rails, off the wall. And then they've even lost me with like the intro music, like, you know, the original Dan to Dan intro music.
The original Dan to Dan song made the show, man.
Yeah, it was so good. And now the new one just doesn't even hit really. And the show itself, like, I don't know. I'm hoping they do something to pull me back in. I hope there's some kind of plot and it gets away from like the monster of the week kind of thing. But it does feel like it's like, oh, here's the spirit thing. Let's go do this spirit thing. Done. You know,
I mean, technically, like the purpose of the show is to get the guy's balls back, right? Like, I mean, it's. Can you really expect a lot of plot from a show where that's the purpose?
True, I guess.
But they did show us that they can do it. Like with that one episode, I know Keaton was looking small there, Groot, when we talked about it before, but they have shown that they know how to write a very well-written episode, even if it is a monster of the week. I think that maybe they spoiled us on that one and then just haven't been able to make it back to that level of like just what draws you in and like hits you in the feels and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I still enjoyed Dan to Dan, you know, more than what I enjoyed parts of Hunter x Hunter. So there's that.
So all right, I can admit that episode 7 of the first season was a really like well written. It was emotional. I understand the emotions of it. Like I get that, but I just don't think like. To me, that felt like such a missed play, and especially now that we're as many episodes into it, that just feels like an outlier.
Yeah, not the norm for the show. Like it was like a.
Go ahead.
I think if it was the norm, then it wouldn't be as special as what it was, because I think what made it so great is that none of us expected it, and none of us thought they would do something like that. Right. And then the way they did it, how far they went with it, how well they did it is what makes it so great. So
I get that, but okay, my thing, this is how I always feel. And like I was talking about the point with like Haikyuu, because I have a friend here that loves Dan to Dan. We were texting about it. And, this last episode he thought was really good. And I mean it's a decent episode. Like they show some backstory. But like it just never. Like, I don't care about the guy's backstory that it was, and I understand that this is probably the episode to get you to care about him, but I just didn't, like, and I know we always reference things to, like, Naruto and some other animes, but, like, when Naruto did a backstory, you felt it, and maybe they overdid backstories, but it drew me closer to the character every time, and, like, I just didn't necessarily feel that way because I think their problem is like, this is their way to introduce any sort of depth into the character at all whatsoever. the characters are extremely surface level, and then they do some backstory, and then that's where you get anything past surface level.
I think they're also
you don't care about the person that much, in my opinion, to me. And so, like, when I reference Haikyuu, I'm only 16, 17 episodes in, but I care about those characters right now already. I don't know a single backstory to any of them. I just like their interactions, what they do, what they stand for, their beliefs. Like, I understand all of that.
And for anyone watching that doesn't know what Haikyuu is, it's literally an anime about high schoolers playing volleyball, right?
Yeah. I'm going to GalaxyCon 2 weeks from now, and me and Steph and a bunch of our friends are cosplaying as Haikyuu people. I have a Haikyuu uniform.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like I'm legitimately invested in these games, and there's a way that they make the games interesting, and they create character development through these interesting suspenseful games. And like none of the suspense in Dan to me resonates at all, because I never really fear that they're going to die, or you don't even have to have that, but I just don't care, because I think it's just like a monster of the week show, which is the problem to me with monsters of the week shows, is it's just that same thing, different episode. And then you throw in one deep episode a season, and then it's like, honestly, dude, it reminds me of The Mandalorian. It's the same thing.
You need to calm down. You need to calm down a little bit.
Throw in some sort of nostalgia,
nostalgia gets you.
You see that one episode?
I think so. The one episode was really well done, but even that one episode, it wasn't a backstory of a specific character. It was a backstory of one of the spirits, right? That is now like the power of one of the characters, but it still wasn't a character. The problem is, like, the character they just gave us the backstory of, they show that he's a good guy, but he's just so goofy and weird. And like, a lot of the situations, like you see him save, oh my God, why is their names escaping me?
Because it's not that memorable.
No,
Shots
most of the time. I'm just struggling today because I did not sleep well and I'm very tired. But anyways, you see him save both the characters several times. You see him go out of his way. You see him literally take like projectiles for him. So you know, like, he's a good dude. You know, he's literally putting his life on the line to save them. So there is like, they're creating backstory through actions, but it's still the way they do it and the way they portray it is very goofy. And it's not like, you don't always have to have their life on the line. They might die, because there's a lot of times in like most of these shows, there's plot armor, right? You know, they're not going to die and stuff, but it's just the way they do it sometimes just leaves you like, you see it, you understand it, you just don't give a shit.
Yeah. I like Attack on Titan, like, spoiled you guys. It's like, oh, you have to die for it to be good.
No. I mean, like, no one in Haikyuu's going to die. I mean, if they do, then, you know, but like, death is just an easy example. But like, all right, here's what the guy we were texting about, the guy that lives here in Texas with me, said about it. He said, the thing is, you can't compare it to other animes out right now, because all of the other animes have a linear story. They hit you with the main evil up front, and the protagonist is working to get strong enough to defeat him. This anime is fun and funny, and it's two opposite kids who, through a weird event, become close and develop powers. I get it's a Monster of the Week show, and they suck, but this feels like at some point the main bad guy is about to come out. I like how much personality every character has and how good the English voice acting is. At least all the monsters are unique and interesting, and the show never feels stale, even though you know it's just another monster. It just gets better and better for me. And so, like, I respect his take, and I understand that a lot of people feel that way. I don't know.
I mean, it's fresh. It is different. It is different than most animes. That's real. Like, it is fun. It is like fast paced. It is crazy. It is off the wall. It is goofy. It has some depth to it and all that. But at the end of the day, like, there has to be something to sustain you and to keep you like there and wanting to come back. And I feel like it does not have that. I feel like it lacks that. Like, I go back because of how much I enjoyed the start of season 1 and how goofy it was, and seeing Momo and them like get close and all of that. And like, you don't even really have that anymore, you know, like they just are now. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like it lacks a lot of that kind of like draw that you're looking for. Now, when like a main like evil or something like a main plot point comes out, and I'm sure it probably will about halfway through, like the main story arc will probably kind of develop and show itself. You'll be like, oh, damn, okay, this is cool. I'm ready to see that. But right now, like, you know, they had the snake, and then next week it'll be something else, and that'll probably run for a week or two, and then the following week will be something, that'll be a week or two, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
Isn't One Punch Man like a monster of the week, basically? But you guys like all love that.
Okay, first off, Joe, show your whore mouth. One Punch Man is amazing. But so OPM is made to be that way. Is a satirical show. Like they lean into it so much. Like it is literally on the nose, supposed to be that way. The funniness is in that it's so in your face.
I mean, you can't watch the first 2 episodes of Dan to Dan and not be like, yeah, that's supposed to be like this show. Like, come on. Like,
they are nowhere near similar, Joe. They are not the same.
Not satirical, but like, you know, the show is just going to be a goofy show. Like,
well, yeah, sure.
Goofy, but One Piece is goofy. Monkey D. Luffy is goofy. That doesn't mean that.
I don't know, Keaton. I haven't watched 400 episodes of
Goofy and what OPM does. This is 2 different things. That's not the same.
Also, you have a main antagonist throughout each season of One Punch Man. Like, and then there's you have a lot of character development and friendships through like the inner workings of the heroes too. Like there's he doesn't fight a new monster every single week, and they don't try to put a bunch of emphasis into. When I say a bunch, like it's not one villain per episode in One Punch Man. And also One Punch Man literally is, like you said, made to make fun of animes, which is way better.
I was just saying, like, I feel like you guys may be a little too hard on Dan to Dan.
Dude, I love Dan. I loved Dan to Dan season 1, right? Like 8 episodes into season 1, I was like one of the biggest fans. I was like, this is crazy. Go watch it. It's so much fun. Episode 7 is wild, one of the best episodes of anime that you'll watch. The way it makes you feel, like the way it did, how it did it, all that stuff. Like I thought it was amazing. So like now it's gotten stale, you know, like it's repetitive and all of that. Now there's still moments where I chuckle but it's even lost its shock value now, right? Like originally, like the dude losing his balls and all that. You're like, oh my God, didn't expect it. But now you're just like, it can't even shock me that way.
Yeah. And Joe, to your point, like I think factored into, I'll always speak for myself, because when we talk Hunter x Hunter, we're not saying that's a bad show, right? Like Hunter x Hunter is a good show. Chimera Ant's one of the lesser strong arcs. I mean, it gets good, but it's a little dragged out, right? But like York New City, like the tournaments, like they're all like they're good arcs. It's a good show. It's solid. I have Hunter x Hunter stuff, but when it's the buzz, that's
they overglaze it. Oh yeah, my
that's
God.
when we're like, okay.
Like how Solo Leveling won Anime of the Year. Like, not that Solo Leveling wasn't a good show, but
right, exactly.
There's no reason
for Solo Leveling. You know, like
Solo Leveling should not have won Anime of the Year. Man, what a joke that happened. Right. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Freeman hands down should have just slapped that. Especially just that one moment that was like the mic drop, just like, oh, I'm that elf.
Dude, exactly. And we can all agree that Freeman was a much better, well-written story that had you more attached, and like there's no contemplating that whatsoever. So it's like, yeah, none of us would have been mad if Freeman would have won Anime of the Year. And so
because of the Solo Leveling stuff, people are constantly talking about if, you know, anime is becoming like ruined due to our inability to think critically and attach ourselves to characters that aren't just fighting in your face constantly.
Yeah, 100%. Like we are. But I think to say we're hating on stuff a little much is like, I think it's fair to a degree, but some things when they're considered the best of the year or whatever that determination may be, then it deserves to be critiqued on that level. But if Fran would have won Anime of the Year, none of us would have been like, okay, well, let's chill out, buddy. It's not that.
We would have been like,
exactly.
that makes absolute sense. Like, yeah.
Correct.
So,
Yeah,
but with solo leveling, when the 8th episode is, what was it, filler or like a recap?
Yeah.
It's like we've had 7 episodes, and then the 8th episode is a recap episode. I was like, what?
But also the show, my favorite thing is I love running into like a solo leveling enthusiast who's like, oh, it's like the greatest ever. I'm like, cool. Name 5 characters.
Oh yeah, it never happened.
You know, they're like Sung Jin Woo.
Woo.
Okay, they're like Hunter Cha or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We got 2, 3 more. His mom. What's her name? Well, his dad. Okay, what's his name?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Tell me any of his interests, what he enjoys, what makes him relatable to anybody. Why do you care about him? Oh, well, he wants to take care of his mom. Okay, so when that happened, why didn't the show end?
Yeah, it's we definitely don't have to rehash.
Yeah, like it's just
I don't know.
All like, holy shit, the animation and the fighting is incredible.
Yeah, it just cracks me up so much because of the glaze, and then like you ask them anything, and they just like, oh gosh, I don't know.
Yeah,
you know. But anyways, back to what I'm watching. So there's that Dan to Dan, and then Kaiju number 8, which spoiler alerts because I am going to talk about it for a second. At least Dan to Dan brought something. Episode 1. Kaiju number 8 didn't even do that. Like, okay. I was so excited to go watch episode 1 of Kaiju number 8. I turned it on. I got my skinny pop, about to eat enough of it to make it not skinny pop. It should have just been normal pop at that point. And dude, I was frustrated by the end of this episode. I just kept waiting for something, and it never happened. How, after last season, how it ended, how we started it, the whole season was freaking fire. I've been learning new words. I played volleyball with a bunch of young kids. It was gas, right? It was crazy. Yeah, it was gas. Shout out to Bruno if you're watching.
What's up, Bruno? You had to say them.
Huh?
I
learned. It was gas. All right. So after last season was nothing but gas. To kick off this season was what felt like damn near a filler. Was crazy. Like I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? Why is this what we chose to do? You had so much from last season that you could address, talk about, go into, fight with, show us him training, show us him leaning into being the kaiju and working with y'all. Give us a freaking like training scene, a battle scene, like first 5 minutes, and then go into this. Give us anything to hold on to. Nothing.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but I was looking it up because I was like, that's weird. The new episode hadn't released. And so I looked, and then I was looking up when the new episodes are releasing. And as I'm looking it up, I think this was like an OVA. I don't think this is the official start of the new season.
So that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the new season starts. I saw something that says it starts like Friday. Or
it's listed as the new season. It's listed as episode 1.
Yeah.
On Crunchyroll as the new season, so they should probably fix that.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I'm hoping I didn't look to it too. Because I don't want to be on my phone the whole time while we're on this, but I'm hoping that the new season comes out.
If that OVA, that like 100% like makes way more sense why the first episode would be like that.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? You hadn't watched it? Or, no, you said you didn't even know it came out. I didn't mind it as much, only because it felt like at the end they were segueing back into kind of the stuff from the first season. I mean,
yeah, guys, I googled it just to make sure the first season starts on the 19th, which is Friday. So what you watched was definitely like a OVA episode.
Yeah.
Bro, what if they re-release episode 1 and be like, our bad, that was actually the first episode?
Oh god, that'd be terrible.
That would be terrible.
That would be terrible. I'm giving it a little bit of grace because I don't want to just absolutely shit on them for releasing one sort of backstory episode, because then we are getting like super hypercritical. Even though I do think, regardless, like the first episode, if you were to do that, it's not the best one to do it on. But I'm hoping, this next episode or whatever we want to call it is.
Okay, so Kaiju number 8 on Friday. Cannot wait. So excited.
I will watch that. Should I watch what you watched before this, or should I just wait?
Sure, you can. It doesn't matter. If you want to waste 30 minutes, go ahead.
I didn't mind it.
God, I'm gonna waste 30 minutes.
And then let's see. I have watched most of Delicious in Dungeon. I had a buddy in town, and we turned it on, and it just kind of ran. It's just so easy to watch. It's so fun, and it cracked me up constantly. Like I really enjoy Delicious in Dungeon. I started watching Gaicha Kata or whatever it is. I don't understand any of it currently, but I like the premise of it. The art style is kind of cool. The main character seems crazy as fuck, which I can get behind. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm watching Haikyuu as well. Let's see, what else am I watching? I feel like there's something else in there, but that's where I'm at right now that I can remember.
I'm gonna watch Gachikata. The guy I was talking about that lives here, he's starting a little anime club with some of the people in the hospitals I go to, and I think that's what we're gonna try to watch together. Which, I mean, not like all together the same night every week or anything, but just like watch it kind of like we do and talk about it. So I'm excited. I've seen a lot of hype about it. I know it's hard to predict off of one episode that you've watched, but I definitely want to start that soon.
Yeah, I mean, the premise is kind of like, I mean, I guess they've done it before, like you have the downtrodden side of the town, and then the upkept, clean, nice, rich side of town and stuff, and all of that. And it's hard to explain, but it seems really cool. I'm excited to watch it. I hope it stays good. I hope it stays fun. Well, not fun. The first episode wasn't necessarily fun.
Is it one episode a week thing, or is there a bunch of it out?
Just one right now.
I don't want to add another to the list of week.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I got like 4 right now.
I'm not very good at that, and I think the Kaiju 8, Dan, and then the Cleavitus show, however you say that, like, I think that's like my max. Like, I don't want to
add it to my list. Yeah, that's tough right now. My problem is I forget to go back and watch.
Yeah, so especially when I'm like doing more than one. I'm just like, unless it just is insanely good, I'm not going to remember.
I was real excited. Like I checked for the second episode of Kaiju earlier today. I was sad that it wasn't out. So, but it makes sense that it wasn't.
Would you say that's what you're most excited about watching at this current moment?
I think what I'm most excited out of all that I'm watching, probably Kaiju number 8 currently. I'm probably the most excited about Black Clover being over.
So what's going to be your show that is fully out that you're going to watch once you finish?
Yeah, what's going to be your next Black Clover? I tried to convince him to do Steins Gate, but he's wary of my recommendations after Black Clover.
Honestly, it's been a long time since I watched Steins Gate. It was one of the first ones I watched, and I think for my age, I didn't fully understand and or appreciate it. I will say that it has time travel, and I probably wrote it off too early because of the time travel thing.
Well, y'all know how I am about time travel. That stuff bothers me.
I am too. I think they do it well, though.
But that's one thing I wanted to that's why I wanted you to watch it next, because I know how you feel about time travel, and I want to see your thoughts on how they did it. That was just I need to see what Nathan says about this, because I love it when you get overly critical about things. It is just very entertaining to me, and I was like, I wonder if this will be where he just shits all over it, or he's you know what, I appreciate how they did this.
How many episodes is there?
No,
24.
I can get through that. I could probably watch that. Although if they do it terribly, it will suck. It will drive me crazy. Because
it gets chaotic.
It gets chaotic, but I think how they handle time travel, I feel like at first I was a little confused. I was like, wait, what? But then I feel like how they handled it they did pretty well. It is chaotic, it is insane. But I really I'm just the whole time I was like, I wonder what Nate would say about this.
then I do want to watch Hero X, and then I'm really excited about Hell's Paradise season
I
2.
forgot about that.
All of the Demon Slayer, the trilogy, which I know it's just one movie, but still that. I feel like there's other things coming out later this year as well. Which shit, we're getting towards the end of the year. But yeah.
My Hero.
Dude, I don't care about My Hero one bit whatsoever.
You're gonna watch it.
You're gonna watch it. We have to at this point. We got to see.
Yeah, there's no shot you're gonna stop watching.
Did you say that? Towards last season, I was so done with it. I was so tired of it. I hated it so much. Like I literally watched it just to pick it apart.
we did like a weekly anime episode on that too. So we literally did like he literally picked it apart on our podcast like every week.
Yeah,
Chainsaw Man has a movie coming out.
Haven't even
My Hero season 8, One Punch Man season 3. They said in October. Spy Family season 3.
Spy Family got very repetitive. Like I watched the first season and then like maybe half the second season before I like just never came back to it.
I did not really enjoy the second season very much. I was ready for it to be done.
Second season of what?
Spy Family.
I didn't watch that. I haven't seen any of that.
But I gotta see how they finally beat Shigaraki. Like I mean, on My Hero. Like, I will watch it. I know it doesn't have enough death for Nate, being as like in all of 8 seasons, 7, however many seasons, like 2 people have died, and in the most like uneventful ways.
Yeah, dude. It's not even that like is the fact that like none of them died. Like there's no risk ever.
Well, Star and Stripe, I will say they did Star and Stripe good. Like that's the only death I could say like that. My Hero did well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it because we've watched God knows how many episodes at this point. I've definitely lost it. I was so hyped for last season that I think that it made me lose more interest because of how hype I was, and then how somewhat.
And it started off good too, though. Like with the Star and Stripe thing, like the first like 3 or 4 episodes where it had Star and Stripe, like that was so good.
I know that's what got me so hyped. Because I was like,
because it's like it literally addressed all the things we were talking about, of like what we think should got better, like the just building the backstory of Star and Stripe, and then how like actually you felt the loss, like a character actually you lost a character right at the beginning, like that kind of stuff. But then like it was like, oh, back to the same stuff.
Yeah,
bro. The bullshit with All Might at the end, get out of here.
I did not like the mech suit at all.
Ridiculous.
But I'm definitely going to watch it. Do y'all plan on watching the new season of Fire Force ever?
Yes, I'm gonna. I mean, I've made it through a season and a half of it, so
I was gonna say I have to finish season 2 first. I think I only made it through half of season 2. Oh, we got a comment. Let's see. Epperly says, "What's the homework assignment for the next month?" So I'm in the loop. Oh, all right, Epperly.
Well, you're gonna have 4 or 5 months to do it probably at the rate that we're going. But mine is to watch Steins Gate. That is my goal, to finish Steins Gate before next month's episode.
Well, let's get it. Let's do it like we'll have an episode as soon as Nate finishes that Steins Gate. Well, unless he does it in like 3 days.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm not doing it in 3 days. There ain't no way. I'm going to the beach on Friday, so
okay. But yeah, but so I guess Epperly, you got to watch Steins Gate too, so you can be in the loop. Keaton, if you watched it 10 years ago, you might as well go rewatch it.
I need to. My issue with like rewatching shows is I contemplate it and then I end up watching something that I haven't seen yet. because I don't feel like I'm wasting time, but like I almost rewatched JJK because I feel like I need to. But then I looked up and forgot that it was almost 50 episodes. So
Yeah.
I've been 50 episodes rewatching it, and I know it's probably worth it. But when I have never watched Haikyuu and like some other things that people have recommended me, it's hard for me to go rewatch certain stuff when I haven't seen things that have come highly recommended to me.
So I've rewatched JJK and it was nice because there's moments in JJK where they just big brain you for no reason, just out of the blue. They're like, "Oh, listen to this math that explains this bullshit." And you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
You know. So having an understanding of everything that's going on as it's going on helps to watch while you're watching JJK. So it's nice. It allows you to actually just focus in and appreciate things. And then I rewatched Freerun as well. So, but I want to rewatch Attack on Titan just because like it was so early on in my anime like journey. I want to rewatch it just to like fully appreciate it again and to make sure that I love it the way that I think I do.
That's the one that I rewatched at the beginning of the year was Attack on Titan because I never finished it, but only like had one season to go. So I was like, might as well watch it all because I don't really remember.
Did you appreciate it?
Yes, it's amazing. I don't like how it ended, but it's fine.
Yeah, I actually rewatched it too. Not. I think it was before the time skip, but I remember being like, "Holy shit!" I remember getting just as hype and being like yelling in my room, like, "This is why I watch this shit."
I see all the videos, you know, and I'm just like, oh my god, it makes me want to go back. The same with Naruto, which I will never rewatch Naruto because that's a hell of a commitment. But man, I watch the videos and it just makes me want to go watch it.
I'll watch like the fights, like I'll watch that. Like, I'll go back and watch that pain fight again, you know, that kind of stuff. Or like when you were watching it and you would say you're at a certain episode, I would go and watch that fight that you were about to watch, just so we could talk about it. That was cool.
Still today, if there's one thing that comes across my Instagram that I do not just skip over, never. Like it could literally be back to back, and I would watch it every time. Gar and Rock Lee. I do not care. I will watch it every fucking time. And it could be just like little clips of it. Doesn't have to be the whole fight. I don't care. I will sit there and watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah, I'm like that. Go ahead, Jay.
I was like, he's so hype, he just takes off the weights.
Dude, it is like TikTok. Like people do a ton of edits on TikTok of anime fights. It's like it becomes half my stream, like whatever timeline at a certain point, and it's literally like incredible. And anytime it's honestly pretty much any Naruto fight, it's like, yeah, I want to watch this.
Well, I got to go to the Symphony Naruto thing here.
Oh, yeah.
And so the Gaara Rock Lee fight was part of the symphonized Naruto. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, I know.
It's so cool.
That's incredible.
Yep.
That sounds so cool. Like, it's like, will Birmingham ever get anything like that? Because that sounds so awesome.
The next one that they're doing is the Airbender or whatever.
Oh, have you ever watched Avatar? Dude,
I watched the cartoon like when I was
like
in school. Like I feel like that was forever ago.
Oh, seriously, dead serious. As adults, y'all should go rewatch it.
I don't know. Feels like a lot,
bro. I did it as an adult. It's incredible.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I've seen some of the live action stuff, and I think it turns me off of the animated so much because the live action is just so bad.
Dude, that's like watching the live action Yu Yu Hakusho and being like, I don't know.
I haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho either, so.
Dude,
Yu Yu Hakusho.
The live action Yu Yu Hakusho did the show so bad.
Like, terrible.
That was like not even the same thing, really.
Did y'all see they're coming out with a live action Solo Leveling?
Yeah,
I did see like where they had selected like the lead actor. Because Netflix is doing it, right? Did I say it right?
Dude.
I didn't even like click it. Like I was just like,
You're joking me.
Google it. Dead serious, bro. They're doing it.
A lot of people are gonna watch it. I mean, it's the anime of the year, Keaton.
I mean, my thing is like I don't think it should be too hard to execute, right? It's literally just as long as the one main actor is good, then they're fine. They don't need much of a supporting cast. There's not like much of a fucking plot that you can mess up. It's literally just him throwing hands. As long as the CGI is good, then
better be some
as long as the CGI is good and the main dude's good, like it could be like one of the best executed live actions.
Well, I mean, the easiest executed live actions. Let's not get crazy, Joe. Let's not get
the budget is 80% CGI.
Well, yeah, 100%.
Lord have mercy. Why are we doing this? Why are we ruining it?
Did you Google it?
Yeah.
I mean, if the live action actor is the voice actor for the English Solo Leveling, I watched Solo Leveling in like the subbed or whatever. So, but I saw like the guy on TikTok, like the actual English voice actor, like running some of his lines, and I was like, maybe I should rewatch it in English because his voice is
really.
Like, they use that guy like when he says like "arise," it's like I just got hyped. Like let's fight. Like that was cool.
Well, Netflix released like some statistics, and more than like 50% of their viewership now watches anime. So they're going to start tailoring their like a lot of their stuff more towards anime, and they're going to start doing more live action stuff from anime and all of those things. So,
One Piece was such a hit, and One Piece was actually.
Eppley says live action Trigun. Is that a thing?
I actually need to I need to watch Trigun.
I could get behind live action Trigun because it is something you could do live action, right? And it would be hilarious. It would be quality if it's done well. It would crack me up. And you could, I mean, it is Monster of the Week essentially. It just jumps and jumps and jumps. But they could do it. Sorry, forgive me. They could do it and throw in a story, a plot that brings in every episode. They would have to kind of make one up for the most part. But, dude, I could do a live-action Trigun. I'd be hyped about it.
Eppley says we need it.
I forgot. I actually need to go watch Trigun. I don't know if I should watch the one that they reanimated or not, but they also did a live-action Cowboy Bebop, and I did not even try that because that was just going to piss me off. But I heard it was not good.
Yeah, it's not great. It was not the best. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Trigun since I barely remember any of the episodes. That's Vash the Stampede, right?
Yeah,
the main character. Yeah, so I remember watching it, but like I could probably watch it as a new anime right now. So long ago.
Yeah. Speaking of
Wolfwood and all that stuff.
Speaking of people watching anime on Netflix and whatever. I hope that they do create more anime. Speaking of Blue Eyed Samurai, that is a Netflix anime, and then they also released Pluto at the same time, which is a Netflix anime.
Pluto.
I still haven't watched Pluto, even though you recommended it.
I did, man. I think that the first episode, I don't want to overhype it, but the first episode was great. I think the rest of the episodes are good and the story's interesting, but not quite the same as the first episode. But they also did Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They've also done another anime that I've recommended a good amount. If you like Ocean's 11, it's kind of like Ocean's 11 style. What's it freaking called? Holy crap!
Ragnarok.
God no.
I always go back to that one just to make fun of and to throw shade their way.
Did Netflix do Secret Level? Was that on Netflix?
No, that was Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Dude, if Netflix really wants to get up to date with their anime, they need to start bringing over second seasons faster. The fact that they don't have JJK season 2 yet is crazy.
Well, I think they're.
I know. Okay.
Because my buddy Wes has been waiting to go watch JJK season 2.
Look at this, Nate. You gotta add Pluto to the list now.
All right, here. Let's just get a running list. We'll do Signs Gate. We'll do Pluto.
Great Pretender is the show I was talking about.
Pluto.
Actually, I'll probably watch some of that.
Great Pretender. What was the show you're watching, Joe? Vladatinsky or whatever?
Clevitis. Sorry.
Clevitis. Also, Netflix just released a show, an anime, and it's like oh gosh, what is it? Hold on.
Tugan Enki.
Yeah, Tugan Anki.
I love, dude. That's so awesome. You know, it's so funny. It's like I just pulled up Netflix and it was the one that was spotlighted, and I need to add it to my list. But the first thing it says under it in the caption is "dub available," and I'm like, that's actually brilliant. That is
so brilliant. So Netflix has said that they're going to, anytime they do like these animes, they are going to try to release sub and dub at the same time, no delay.
That's smart. I mean, Superhero X does that too, and I think that that's brilliant.
Yep.
How do you spell the one you guys are just talking about?
TOUGENANKI.
And I was talking because I've kind of become friends with two of the guys that I do physical therapy, or like they're physical therapist assistants, like hang out outside of work and stuff, and they hate anime because I have an anime tattoo, and so while we're doing our stuff, we talk about it, and man, they just hate it so much. And it's like, I don't get the dub stuff. And I'm like, it's not like if you watched Squid Games in English and they're like, it's not like that.
Right.
It's just trying to get them, we've had this conversation 100 times, trying to get them over it's anime hump.
Bro, like I have a couple buddies that I know if they just tried it, if they just gave it a shot, they would love it.
Oh,
right. And they just don't. And then I have a couple buddies who like they will watch it when I'm like, oh, dude, you should watch this. And they like hype it up, but then they don't go watch other things.
Right.
You know, they'll like watch the exact thing that I tell them to. And they're like, bro, it's so good. Oh my God. And then we don't talk about anime again for 6 months. And I'm like, hey man, you need to go watch this. I'll go watch it. They're like, oh my God, it's so good. You know?
And it's because then you become an anime fan. If you watch a couple, you're just like, I'll watch it. If it's whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of the people that should watch anime and would love it.
We just got a comment from McCroy. Hey boys, talking cartoons again. Love y'all. Headed to COD. You know what? Go play your Call of Duty.
McCroy. What up, buddy?
What's up, McCroy?
But
McCroy's actually the person that sent me the solo leveling news. He broke it to me. Because I got him to watch an episode of Solo Leveling when we were all chilling in the mountains, and his exact response was, "That wasn't bad." I was like, "All right, I'm making an anime fan out of you." After all, here we go.
Slowly but surely, it's gonna be.
Ooh. That is setting the bar pretty high, though, from like an action standpoint. Like no plot, no talking, no nothing. That's just like hands thrown from second one.
Well, yeah, but. It's funny you say that because one of the guys that I got the physical therapy guy I was telling you about, we were talking about it today. His like top 3 favorite shows, probably his favorite show ever is Grey's Anatomy. And then he's like, one of his favorite shows is The Mandalorian. And he thinks it's way better than Andor, which I know you guys don't watch Andor, but Andor is literally like one episode is top 10 TV episodes of all time. I don't care. It's incredible. Wow, beautiful. Even take the Star Wars fandom out of it, and I'm not a Star Wars biased. I'll tell you if it sucks, it sucks. Anyways, he just seemed like, admittedly, is more of a simpleton. Like he likes action, bounty hunter, that sort of thing. And that's what I told him. I was like, all right, then you don't have to watch Attack on Titan because he watched like 2 episodes that were just randomly in the middle at someone's house on accident one day. And I was like, watch Solo Leveling. And that's all. I mean, if that's what he likes and he likes action and that's what, is drawn to him.
The problem is what do you follow that up with, right? Like
Demon Slayer?
I don't even know. I don't even think that's the right
comparison
or follow up, right? Like that's got Demon Slayer is beautiful, beautiful animation, but there's parts that are slow, parts that are definitely character development driven. It's not just hands thrown like so. I feel like
it also has some tropes in it.
Yeah, you start someone at Solo Leveling and they're like, all right, I'm in. What's next?
Fire Force.
Vinland Saga Season 1.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I said something that, who was it? Somebody else here. We went out to dinner with a couple that we know here. And the guy's like, I don't know. I just can't do it. But he's watching Vikings right now. He's re-watching Vikings right now. I said, so do you like Viking shows? He's like, yeah, I like it. I'm like, all right. If you just give one anime a shot, it's 24 episodes the first season. If you don't like it after that, I won't say anything. There's no fucking way you can't like that.
Yeah, dude, Vinland Saga is so good. So I'm going to
Especially if you're
Galaxy.
already watching Vikings and you're rewatching Vikings. Like,
Exactly.
So y'all know I mentioned earlier I'm going to GalaxyCon cosplaying. So me and this group of people we're going with, we're talking about what we wanted to cosplay as. I was actually going to cosplay as Thorkel. That was like what I was going to do. And I was looking into it. My cosplay was going to cost me like $400. Steph was so stoked when we swapped over to Haikyuu because it went from that to like $30.
Yeah, you probably got short shorts and a shirt.
A jersey, yeah. I should have put it on for the podcast. Really, is what I should have done.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, but I don't know. It kind of goes back. We always say this, or I feel like we say this a lot. But there is an anime for everyone. Like you guys are literally we just went from talking about an anime about Vikings to an anime about literally high school playing volleyball. Like
and video game leveling up.
Yeah, and video game leveling up, fighting. Epperly, throw Vikings is a great show. Try The Last Kingdoms. It's good.
Yeah, I talked to him about that too. Like because I was like, you watch Vikings? He said, yeah. And I said, have you also watched The Last Kingdom? I segued it so beautifully. He's like, yeah, I like The Last Kingdom. It was good. I think I like Vikings a little bit more, just like barely, but Last Kingdom's like really, really good. He's like, you should watch it. I was like, that's great, man. Sounds like you like Vikings. You should watch Vinland Saga. He's like, all right, I'll do it. But yeah, Last Kingdom's Uhtred. Yeah.
Uhtred, the son of Uhtred.
Yeah, that was a good show. I like that show.
Yeah, The Last Kingdom was great. Vikings was really good, but man, it spun out, dude. It went off the wall. Fucking Ragnarok towards the end and everything. Like once he passed his sons and all that, like Eric the Red, and just I don't know. I felt like it deserved a better ending than what it got.
Like that's happens in a lot of shows.
Yeah.
But we have been on here for an hour. What do you guys want to keep going, or you guys want to call it for the night? Like, what do you want to do? How are y'all feeling?
Keaton, where you're at? You're the one that's got to be up early. The one staying up late to chat.
I'm fine. We can talk a little bit longer. I mean, I probably don't want to go to 10, but I'm cool to stay on a little bit longer.
All right. So, one big thing, Keaton, did you ever watch Hell's Paradise?
Yeah.
Dude, I am stoked to see Hell's Paradise season 2. Although I think me and Joe talked about this a little bit when he was here. The way season 1 ended, spoilers for those who have not seen Hell's Paradise, go watch it. It's fucking awesome. The art is incredible. The story is whatever. The fighting is great. But dude, the way season 1 ends pisses me off so much. I hate, and I feel like it happens more than it should. The whole amnesia thing, it just sets back everything. I feel like it deletes character development, and it just pisses me off.
And then like not only the amnesia, but they kind of like threw that little segue in there of like, is his memory actually real? Like, is he really fighting for this person that he's been fighting for the entire time? That kind of thing. And it's like why are there so much cloudiness at the end of this show?
Yeah. For me, it's up there with like the protagonist swearing off violence. Like it just, I don't know what it is. When they do it, it just pisses me off. And I don't know what made me think about it, but I was like, you know what? While we're on here, I just want to rant about it for a minute because I'm so excited about it, but I'm pissed off about it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't, like, to me, I don't understand it. I don't understand why someone who's obviously talented at writing stories would come to the conclusion that amnesia is something like a direction that he or she are going to go. Like, what's the point? Because
I mean, I could see it like mid-season, right? You and then you're like an arc to get back where you're, but you end the season like that, and it's like a cliffhanger. Dude doesn't remember anything. It's like,
I think episode like 2, just to set him up for the development, to set him up for all of that, but to make me sit through a season of development as a person just to go back to square one for season 2, it makes season 1 useless.
You just have to execute season 2 really well, and you have to prove to the audience that you did Amnesia for a pointed, specific reason, and it has to be like a calculated decision. Like you can't just it's something Amnesia related needs to happen like 2 seasons from now. You know what I mean? Like I need to see that you thought this out well in advance, not just kind of, whatever. So I think Amnesia has worked twice.
So I think Hell's Paradise is supposed to be really short. I think it's supposed to end after season 2 or 3. I don't think it's supposed to go very long at all. I could be wrong. I could be mistaking it for another anime, but I feel like it is supposed to be a very short anime.
Yeah. Keaton, you said Amnesia's been done right twice. You said you want to explain that?
Jason Bourne and 50 First Dates. That's it.
50.
But not an anime at all. So this is anime trash.
But those two movies they're solid.
Yeah, I will say 50 First Dates, those Amnesia top tier, 100%.
Let's talk about the Demon Slayer trilogy movie. Let's talk about movies versus series, pros and cons. Are we excited? Are we not excited? And are we all going to go to New Orleans to watch it?
So I'll answer first because so first and foremost, that comes out on my birthday, by the way. So I'm pretty stoked. I was stoked to the point that I don't know where I saw like something said it's coming out in theaters like this coming up weekend. And I went and saw Superman and How to Train Your Dragon this past weekend because of just friends that we promised to go do stuff with. And it's the most I've been in the movies in a weekend ever in my life. And I haven't been in the movies in a while. So anyways, I told Carl, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to watch Demon Slayer. But that's only releasing in Japan this weekend. So
that's a long way to go.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So beware that you may get spoilers if you stay on social media regarding.
I think I've already seen a couple spoilers from leaks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Anyways, I went into this past season not like discouraged, but I remember on one of our episodes saying I'm more excited about My Heroes season than Demon Slayers, and that like obviously didn't pan out well.
Bro, after episode 1 of My Hero this past season, I think we all agreed with you.
I liked the beginning of My Hero, to Joe's point, with Stars and Stripes too.
Yeah.
And Demon Slayer's last season was kind of, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was average for Demon Slayer.
It was below average. If you take out the last episode of that season, it is a god-awful season.
Yeah.
That last episode is its only saving grace.
Wait. Which one are we talking? Like the season before this last season?
No, the last season.
He's talking about the training arc.
Yeah, I'm talking about the training arc.
See, I didn't mind it. I mean,
I enjoyed it, but
what was there to enjoy?
Well, the best character definitely develops a lot, and you'll get to see that pan out in this movie for sure.
That was like the last 5 minutes of the season.
It wasn't even 5 minutes. It was like 30 seconds sprint.
Yeah, he opened his eyes and Keaton's all like, "Let's go!" It was like, Keaton, we haven't seen anything yet. He's still a dweeb right now.
He was part of the spoilers that I saw.
Really? Oh, well. So to answer your question, I'm actually super, super, super excited about this episode because I loved the last episode of Demon Slayer. Like, I was so fucking hyped.
Everybody was. That episode was fucking crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible. And then
I want to go rewatch it right now, actually.
Yeah, I would too.
Dude, and I remember like we had the episode about it, and I was like, why did he kill his kid? Like,
sacrifices had to be made, Joe.
I was like, no, they didn't. Like, what do you mean?
I remember you being
Muzan would know.
Like, awesome. And who cares? And Joe's like, well, yeah, but I mean, why did he have to kill the kids?
DMJ would know. DMJ would know.
He would have known if it's just him. It's like, nah.
Yeah, DMJ would have definitely known.
And his kids were willing to sacrifice. But Man,
for like 8.
I'm actually stoked about it. Like, I'm really, really excited. I mean, it's going to be just one-off fights left and right.
Dude.
And God, does Demon Slayer do fights well. And
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think we'll get a lot more backstory on some of the characters too, which they also do well. And so
that's my big concern actually is when you do movies, you're very limited, right?
Yeah.
So movies follow a traditional trajectory, right? You have your beginning, you have your climax, and then your finale, right? Your finish and all that. And you have your climb and your downfall when it's done, all those things. But it has a very tight window and time frame that it has to do all that in, which is why it's been shown time and time again that series are able to develop much more of a plot, much more character development, backstory, all of those things that Demon Slayer does so well, especially from the villain standpoint, the bad guy standpoint, right? They show you the behind the curtains of those people. I'm worried you won't get a lot of that because of how much they have to fit into these movies. And I know it's a trilogy, so they have like some space to do it. But I think if they go too slow, a lot of people will be like, what the F? So they have a specific pacing that they more than likely have to keep up with. But then that's also going to lead to more just fights and fights and fights and fights versus backstory, character development, and all those things. Now, I think you will get some during the fights. You'll get flashbacks. You'll get all that stuff. You'll get some. I don't think you'll get as much as you're used to with Demon Slayer because it's a movie versus a series.
I guess two things. Like, if the first 30 minutes is a recap, basically the last episode of the last season, I'm going to be pissed.
You know it's going to be. Honestly, if they put that the last like 15 minutes of that episode into the start of the movie, I would still be hyped. I don't care.
I want new content. If we waited a year for this, give me the new content. And then the other thing is, like, are you going to make me wait a year between every movie now when I could have just gotten a full season and like been done with it? Like,
yeah,
it's like,
you're going to have to wait a year between every movie.
Yeah. See, that's spreading out literally like basically one season of anime into 3 years, which is stupid.
It's also greedy. It's a money thing because releasing it in theaters allows them to make more money than just releasing the series.
Yeah, Nate, I think your point is valid for sure. It is. I think you have every reason, or we as an audience have reason to be concerned. I did look up how long this first movie is, and it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So that's 140 minutes, 20 minutes an episode. That's 7 episodes. I mean, you're fitting 7 episodes per movie. So, let's just say roughly you get 20 episodes. Now, I think it's going to be a decent amount to conclude in 20 episodes. But I think that gives them a better runway than we think it is. Like, we think of these movies as probably being like, 15 episodes at the max. But I think they'll give it its fair runtime. So I'm also optimistic and hopeful. But
again, like to Nate's point, like it has to follow the movie. Like, there's going to be a climax and then like a breakdown, like on everything. So it's going to be like 3 arcs almost in like all the 3 movies if it follows the standard movie format versus like a season where they don't have to do that.
Yeah. And I mean, it won't be like the big one, right? Like, they are not going to get Muzan in the first one, and we all know that. If they do, I'm shocked, and I don't know what the rest of them will be. But I think it's going to be like the first one will be one of the other Hashiras fighting, something. It might be Zenitsu taking on the one guy that's kind of the main fight and the climax and everything of the movie, whatever. But it's going to be that. And then the next one might be Tanjiro and whoever. And then the third one will be like DMJ and the rest of the Hashiras.
I think they're just going to go one fight per.
No. I mean, there'll be
one main fight with
one main one with a focus on, and stuff. Like, there'll be other small ones, or even like other like medium size ones, but I don't think it'll be the main focus.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how they do it. Obviously, I mean,
I think with how that building is set up, like all the fights are going to kind of intertwine a good bit. It's like how like it shapes, like they can shift it, and the person hits the string, and then it moves again. Like I think there's going to be like dropping into this fight, and then they get the string hits, and they drop into another fight. That kind of thing. But that's just kind of like a guess.
Are we gonna all try to get together and watch it? I know we've talked about this a couple of times. But you said New Orleans is kind of the middle ground for everybody.
Are we actually? My only issue is I don't know if I can take off work anymore.
Yeah,
because I'm in a wedding that weekend before that I have to take off. I'm going to a wedding in October that I have to take off. I've already taken off God knows how much. I can try. We can definitely try to plan it offline. I'm just not optimistic about my chances of going.
I mean, I got people I can watch it with here, so.
I mean, I would love to more than anything, especially in New Orleans. Like that would make me the happiest guy alive. And Carly has been wanting to go back to New Orleans. Like she's probably, but
just crash with West too. Free place to stay.
Yeah.
Nate, I might just drive up to North Carolina and watch it.
There you go. Come on with it.
If no one else can get together, because I think North Carolina and New Orleans is like the same distance. I don't know.
Yeah. No. New Orleans from you is what, 5 hours? And then I am what? I am 6. Oh yeah, they're about the same. That's fine.
Yeah, so New Orleans is farther for me than it is Joe.
How far is it from you, Keaton?
I think it's like, let's see.
Well, I think you can fly though.
I'm 6.5.
Yeah, I think from Dallas to New Orleans is a fairly easy fly.
I would definitely fly.
When I lived in New Orleans, man, I had to stop in Dallas all the time.
Yeah, I would definitely fly.
Everybody says we got the train straight to NOLA. We'll just hop on the train.
There you go. So,
all
right, guys. Well, it is getting late. It is 10. I've been yawning since the start of this. I'm tired. I need to get in bed. I need to sleep.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been fun. We'll do it again before 4 months for sure.
Well, I'm gonna finish Black Clover. Oh my gosh!
You got like 4 episodes left.
When that's gonna take me a month.
Power through it, bro. Just while you go to sleep.
I'll just wake up tomorrow and be done and be like, yeah, I finished it.
I don't think the fun happens in the last 4 episodes, anyways. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, they are releasing another season of Black Clover next year, so gotta know what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
awesome, guys.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all take care. Y'all have a good night. Big Ed, appreciate you jumping in, hanging out. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope the fam's doing nice.
Yep. Same to McCroy. Throwing us a comment before he went and played Call of Duty.